All right. Welcome anybody that can hear me here. Let me make sure. All righty. All right. Welcome everybody. Today we're doing a little test, and let me. Mhm, there we go. All right. So welcome everybody to areyoufulfilled.org. We are a community of like-minded people that are interested in fulfillment. So if you go to areyoufulfilled.org, we have a whole community there, and I just put up a link if you want to watch this programming on there, and it should be up at this moment, and there's a link you can follow right here, and then we'll see how that actually works here. Yeah, we'll see if you guys can get on that. If you can get on it, comment below, of course. And today I'm going to talk about coherence a bit and how we get coherent. What the hell is coherence? And what is it to be incoherent? So, yeah, so go ahead and comment whether you're on Facebook or whether you are on the school platform. And we are, of course, working in that. It's the first time I've really done this, so I'm seeing how it works, and it looks like there is an embed code there that you link on, and it will go straight to this video. And I'm not sure if you can post underneath that or not, but I'm sure we will figure it out. So here we go. Coherence, incoherence. And if there's anybody out there, let's see here. Anybody out there that wants to connect with us and all of that, you're welcome to do so. And let's see here. Okay. Well, I'm not sure we're actually on there, even though I can see me on the player there. But anyway, I'm probably going to go ahead and just continue. Let's see here. Yep, there it is. So, coherence and incoherence. So, imagine that we are talking about the physics of what coherence is. And coherence, geometrically, is a diamond pattern with spiral patterns on each of the diamonds. And coherence is sheer tension. Coherence is when we face things. We become incoherent when we run away from things. And running away from things usually leads to questioning our worth and having anxiety and, of course, depression, feeling depressed. And creating a linear timeline is something that we are all super functional at. So let's see here. Sorry, guys, just trying to figure some of this out here. So, coherence is when we face things, and there are three verticalizations of our coherence. And the first question we must ask ourselves when anxiety and depression are available is, are we facing our problems? Are we running away from things? Are we creating power struggles? And if we're creating power struggles, then we are running away from our problems, and we are concerned that we're going to keep repeating the past. So we begin to create a linear construct of how to avoid what's going to happen in the future. And this literally is incoherence itself. And when we are incoherent, then there can be some major problems. So it looks like some people are trying to comment here. And if you can hear me and see the video, comment here. I'm going to try some other things while we're on together today as our test, of course, to really see if we can use this platform in this way. But coming back to coherence, I think that what is really important in the expression of coherence itself is, number one, are we facing our problems? And if we're facing our problems, there's not a lot of space there's not a lot of space to have problems. And let me just hit this in bed. Let's see if this will do it here. Copy. And let's find out. Let me try another thing too. Oh, sounds perfect. Looks like you're watching it in one way. Let me try another way, you guys, here, and see if we can actually get some coherence. There's the YouTube. Let me post that. It needs a title. Live. Okay. Yes, post. Okay, it's the same thing. So, okay, now I know that we can actually do it either way. So that's pretty cool. Okay. And glad that you can actually see it over there. So let me get back to coherence in our little talk today. So, of course, our first question is, are we facing our problems? If we're not facing our problems, then in our body, the anxiety and depressive force is now playing a role in our linear landscape of trying to avoid the future and all of those other fun things. And this is connected to the body. And notice that being fulfilled in the body, being happy in the body, is really founded in our worth, our heart, our connection, and being grounded. And grounding these things is very important. And what do I mean by grounding the heart? I really mean knowing what you care about. And I will say care versus concern here once again, because concern is literally the abandonment of self. And when we become concerned, care is not present, and we may begin to wobble. So the first part of coherence in your life, if you want to have coherence and have a grounded heart, this is your first question. Am I running away from my problems? And if the answer is yes, then you may have anxiety and depression. And again, this is the body and also heart coherence. And imagine success in relationships, success in the material world, or investing in the material world, or investing in relationships. I'm pretty sure it leads to anxiety and depression from my personal experience. How about you guys? Okay. So again, getting grounded in the heart is creating a foundation of worth, connection, endorphins in your body, healthy physical connections in your world. So avoiding things, of course, is a major problem. So as we come into our next coherent field, which is the brain coherence, I've discovered that this is where the spirit shows up. This is where the intangible world in our incoherence and coherence comes from. And when we're incoherent with the spirit, we question the value of ourselves, and we may try to please to be of value. We may also punish our value and then be dishonest with ourselves and create limitations and restrictions. And the unseen world and the spirit itself is here to bring the body and the mind together. And I think this is a very important thing, because what is the value of doing your best? And what is empowering about being honest in your life. So our next vertical alignment of coherence itself says that if we tell ourselves lies about how things we want them to be instead of how they are, then we will create limitations for ourselves. And opposite that is that the embodiment of being honest, the embodiment of resonance, the embodiment of our expression, our voice, really comes forward here. And if I have a grounded heart, I can be embodied in truly expressing what I care about. And so this is the spirit, the intangible world. And imagine that feeling overwhelmed in your emotions or having digestive issues, okay? And power struggles of giving and not receiving, big incoherence. So the spirit shows up here, and if you guys are just joining us, go to areyoufulfilled.org and join our community. We're testing today a space where I'm going to be talking about this a lot, and you're seeing me on Facebook right now, and that will continue. But if you want to watch it in our community and connect through that in our community, we want to welcome you there. It is a free community, and we are opening up all kinds of things in this community for people that are ready to really begin to connect in what being fulfilled really means. And coherence is definitely one of these subjects of how we face our problems, which will create a coherency in your life. And coherence is sheer tension. So if you think avoiding your problems is super functional, please comment about that anywhere. I don't think I see any comments on Facebook here at the moment. But anyway, so we have the body and the spirit. We have heart coherence and brain coherence. And the spirit, again, is the part of us that is pulling the body and the mind together because they don't really work together. And finally, I want to talk about field coherence, and then I'm going to simplify a couple things for you guys. Field coherence is our mental reality in the mind. Notice mind, body, and spirit. So body, spirit, and mind today. And the mind creates belief systems. The mind thinks that investing in things that we should expect a return, and I personally can't find any physics that backs that up in life, but I can find plenty of tyranny that backs that up. And when I didn't receive, I felt victimized, and then I decided to take, and I became a tyrant. And getting really pissed off and using my willpower against others is a big issue here, and questioning the authenticity of everything, even myself, leads to projection that I must protect myself. And this is incoherence in the field when beliefs that separate us tell us to take an action that we're going to do to be. I'm going to take this action, then I'm going to be fulfilled, then I'm going to be happy. And notice I projected what I should protect and defend myself from based on what I received or didn't receive in the past or the future. So coherence is presence, and coherence in the body is the literal presence of a grounded heart. Coherence in the spirit is the embodiment of honesty, the embodiment of resonance, the empowerment. And the awareness of receiving is where field coherence comes forward. So imagine if we're running away from our problems, if we are lying to ourselves and creating limitations, okay, where we feel powerless, and then I'm projecting to protect, I got some major problems. And what are those problems? Anxiety, depression, feeling overwhelmed emotionally, or perfectionism or pleasing. And then my belief systems that I can do to be, just give me the answer. Just give me the answer to all my problems. Good luck. And so the verticalization of really undermining the linear projection of our reality and this idea that we can avoid things is fascinating, because if I am grounded in what I care about as a foundation, to be empowered in being honest about what I care about, then I may be vulnerable in the sense that I'm open to receive and share the awareness of what's really important to me. And in relationships, this is so important for men, because if we don't share what's important for us, then we may not be in the relationship anymore. And so what we care about is so important, because it is the endearment of our ability to be really clear and present in what's really important to us. So, incoherence to coherence. Let's make it simple, and I want to simplify things for you at the moment. And imagine that seeking my worth, value, and clarity outside of myself literally leads to feeling abandoned, creating power struggles, or punishing myself, and also getting really pissed off and questioning the integrity and thinking I should help everybody else instead of learn how to assist and share who I am. So this is incoherence, and I want to show you that your first three energy centers, your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus, are the things that we're always looking for outside of ourselves and creating validation and wanting the relationship to show up and tell me I'm worthy, to tell me I'm valued, and then my mind to explain away why I went through all of these things and having to be right, and all of those things leads to anger, okay, self-punishment, and abandonment. And if anybody's had a different experience, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure we all share that experience, and that is incoherence, okay? And so imagine that without really dealing with the lowest frequencies in your system, you can't really organize and create an awareness field in the upper field, which is important. And let me show you how that works in coherence. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if I know that my suffering is leading to clarity and it's allowed me to really understand my own value and worth, now I can share my fulfillment. Now I can share my best. And now I can share my integrity. And notice even how it feels. Does it not just feel completely different than incoherence? And I think we're more familiar with incoherence. And this is the thing that we're always looking outside of ourselves for these three things. So it is quite fascinating. Oh, there we go. We got some people on Facebook. Cool. If you guys have any questions on Facebook, any comments here, you want to ask any questions about coherence today, then put it in here. And if you're confused about what I'm talking about responsibility for yourself. I'm talking about how becoming responsible for what you receive and share in this world instead of looking for the outer world to fulfill you. And fulfillment itself is an inside job. I've never met anybody that got fulfilled through a relationship or a job or anything else, that it came from putting themselves first and truly discovering what the fuck they care about in life. And so our community, areyoufulfilled.org, we want to give you 3 simple things today to ask yourself. And again, let's reiterate it. The first one is, am I facing my problems? And why is that important? It's important because harmony comes through conflict and nothing else. And put it to your life, okay? Prove me wrong. I don't give a fuck, okay? So, but harmony comes through conflict. And if I'm grounded, I'm facing my problems, right? And to be empowered through expressing myself and having good communication, if I don't know what I care about, how can I really be empowered or empower someone else through communication? I can't. Okay, so if I'm still not trusting myself and knowing that love is who the fuck I am in this world, then expressing that is quite difficult. That's why you can't fake embodiment. Okay? And so if you're watching somebody and you're questioning if it's real, you can feel it. Because that's what it's about. It's about a feeling. We feel the spirit. The spirit comes in through the feeling, and it is the mind and the body that have to get with the program of the spirit. And if the program of the spirit is not together, then we have a lot of disharmony and incoherence because we do not know our exact value that can be shared and magnetized to have resonance of health and embodiment. And joint pain, okay, is an issue that is a misalignment with the spirit. Okay, thyroid communication issues, yes, misalignment with the spirit. Digestive issues, misalignment with the spirit. All right, and then of course you can put your past life and your magnetic issues around pleasing and abuse also as a misalignment of the spirit. So as we begin to verticalize and offer the question, not the question, but the awareness that receiving allows me to share something, and giving depletes me. So giving versus sharing is a huge incoherence / coherence. So giving is incoherent and sharing is coherence. So to embody the three compression fields of the heart coherence, field coherence, and brain coherence is to unearth all the linear attachments to the emotional charges. And how does that actually happen? I want to make it really clear for you guys that it happens through opposite feelings. And so instead of us swinging from one side of our reality to the other of here's my victimhood and I don't ever want to be a victim again, and now I'm a tyrant, I have to make all the boundaries where I made no boundaries, or I just want to be happy but I'm fucking sad again, or if I could just control this situation, then I would have trust and loyalty. So notice that all of the density of our feelings are the energies that we must go through to organize and have understanding of the totality of what they are teaching us through our real-time experience in life. And let's simplify it, rejection. Nobody here has not been through rejection. And your rejection and how you faced it is equal to your ability to accept yourself. So if you want to accept things more and be appreciated in your life, then begin to let all of your rejections come forward and let them be felt and met with your appreciation, and feel both feelings at the same time. Somebody's asking for the website here, areyoufulfilled.org. A lot of this information, you guys, comes from Light Body Evolution. It's a course we do 2 hours a week, and most of the members in the community are part of this course. And we are pioneering some simple ways to really assist in how to get coherent and get real, because living from the heart's about real. Don't be confused. It's no airy-fairy bullshit and none of that, okay? It's real. It's honest. It's what we care about. And women, when man shows up and knows what he cares about, you treat him like a man. And excellent. This is excellent, okay? Because this is real. And you don't have to question it, ladies, okay? You don't have to question. It's real. You know it. You know it inside. And you recognize it. That's why when concern is present, you're like, it don't feel right. So I've got a couple more minutes before I got to go. And we're going to start doing this on a regular basis. And we want to build this community here. We want to come to your community. We're coming to Texas this summer, August. We're also, the Toltecs are going to come on here possibly also and begin some things. And I want to start promoting some of their courses. And we have some of those things coming up in September, October, and there will be a new events calendar on this website. So you're going to hear me talking about it a lot. And I'm going to come on a couple times a week. I've been asked to talk about astrology, so I'm going to do a little bit of that. Today I want to talk about coherence because, you know, being incoherent in our life is what we look for in healing itself. This is what we're into. And the warrior's path is a philosophy. It is not a religion. I'm not here to get you to believe a damn thing, and I really don't give a damn about your beliefs. I'm interested in what you know. And knowing yourself is the pathway to understanding that receiving equals sharing in your life. And life has taught you that giving led to depletion and led to protecting and defending yourself. And it takes a lot of your energy. It takes a whole lot of your energy to do these things. And it's just not worth it. For example, a lot of the healing communities are all about protection. And if I didn't have to defend myself when I protected myself, then I'd shut up. But protection does not work. It is not what we think it is. And I have nothing to defend. I only have things to share. And I can only share from what is received. Nothing less, nothing more. So I think we're all coming into a new embodiment age. And this embodiment age is going to be really real. And those that are still seeking it outside of themselves, don't worry. Life has a way of teaching you how to put yourself first. And if you're hearing this and thinking I'm fucking crazy, keep looking for it outside of yourself and let me know how that works out, because I'm always interested in the ways we learn how to receive. And I'm pretty sure the design of this whole environment we live in and the way the universe organizes itself is designed to teach us how to receive and to pulse and to become in alignment with nature, a shareable wave. So imagine that it's not about moving away from incoherence to coherence. It's moving through incoherence, aka seeking my worth, value, and my mental bullshit outside of myself, to then be have integrity, to then be perfect, to then be connected. This is incoherence. We're going through that to learn to receive our worth, value, and clarity through that suffering, to then feel connected, magnetic, okay, and then authentic. So thank you guys for hanging out, and thanks for all the comments. And like I said, this will continue to be on Facebook. It is on my YouTube channel, Quantum Resonance Institute. I don't know if that doesn't come up for a day or so. Who knows? But join our community, and this is the way you'll get an email every time we're going to go live. And we're going to have people on here. We're going to talk to people. We're going to do events, okay? So, and if you want to come on and do some work, or you want to come on and we have a whole group kind of doing work with each person in some break-off rooms and stuff like that. You know, I have a whole community of fulfillment practitioners. And these are people that have taken my course and that are badasses, okay? And they are straight to the point. And if you're interested in this form of healing and going a little bit deeper in looking at the energy field in more of a well-rounded way, then you may really like this process. And if you're interested in indigenous cultures and our trips to Mexico and bringing forth the Toltec tradition for the people to connect, we're very excited about that. And I'm very honored to be a part of it. The Toltecs have been my friends since '09, and they are my family. So, and they treat us like family. And when we take tours down there, they treat you like family. And there is something really real about the heart where that is concerned, of course. So thank you guys. areyoufulfilled.org. Become part of our community. It's free. There's going to be free courses. There's going to be stuff here that possibly we talk about parenting and how to help the kids go through things, because we don't know how to go through them. So love you guys, and put yourself first. Fulfillment is an inside job. Figure out what you care about, and your coherence will come forward. Face your problems. Harmony comes through conflict. So thank you so much for hanging out, and we're going to do more of this, and it's going to be more scheduled, of course. And if you want to be privy to that schedule instead of random Facebook, join our network, and you will get an email when this comes out. So have a great day, and so much more